So, guys, hello and welcome to the Liberty Network. We are right here at the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, where the Commissioner LTA going to address the press.
Mr. Minister, other ministers, the acting chairperson, and other invited guests, let me say how pleased we are to be here today. I'd just like to make this brief announcement before I call on the acting chairperson of the Liberian Telecommunications Authority. So, the Liberian Telecommunications Authority has authorized Lone Star Cell and MNO to block a specific number that has been impersonating as Commerce Minister Amin Modat soliciting funds. It is important that we emphasize this because we are in the process of launching a fraud dragnet, working with the MNOs to track people who are using numbers, registered numbers as a matter of fact, to defraud others. This request was based upon a complaint filed by Minister Modat to Lone Star MTN, and it sought authorization from the regulator, and the regulator is the Liberian Telecommunications Authority. We'd like to call on all Liberians moving forward. Many Liberians have complained about being defrauded. Their numbers or other numbers are being used. Random numbers sometimes are being used. Some of you may have been victims of this. I was a victim of this myself. So we'd like to call on all of you to report such cases, and we'll take the appropriate measure. Having said that, let me now invite the acting chairperson of the Liberian Telecommunications Authority, Mr. Abdullah Kamara, to come and talk to you about strides made with the digital process that the president launched.
So, guys, that was a voice of Honorable Patrick Honor.
Mr. Minister, members of the press. So I'm here today to give you updates with respect to the President's statement in his annual message earlier this year, that he promised that within the first 6 months of this administration, will be training up to 10,000 young Liberians in various digital skills training. LTA, along with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Ministry of Education, have been working to achieve this. And LTA being the most digital partner is spearheading most of the activities. We have a project office in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Telecom, and Education. They're here to give a little bit more details on where we are specifically with some of the activities. Now, the training of the 10,000 people fall within a bigger program, and that is the digital transformation of Liberia. We all are aware that most of our young people, and even I would say my grandparents, my grandma, has a Facebook account. In other words, they have a phone that they are using. And sadly, most of us use these phones mainly for negative things, causing each other, posting fake news and what have you on social media platforms. But this digital equipment can be used for a lot of other things that I will elaborate on in a minute. Additionally, we know that for young people that are outside of our Montserrat, Monrovia, they have very restricted access to ICT facilities. So that's also part of this whole digital transformation that the government is embarking on. And on a digital transformation, we try to achieve a digital society where most of our young people and the elders alike can have easy access to relevant information for health information, education, agriculture, all the sectors you can think about. But it's also intended to build a digital economy that people are making transactions on the digital platforms. How many of you here know Shine? I think I asked it last time. A lot of young people know Shine, but Shine is an outside entity, and we want to encourage people in Liberia to have similar websites where young people go not only for social media purposes but for business. And I usually say that many days somebody is looking for banana at red light, and at the end of the day there's no banana, but there's another woman somewhere in Douala Market, she has 5 better banana that may spoil. So there's no digital platform that captures, those products where buyers and sellers can meet. So these are things we're trying to stimulate, and these are things we're trying to do to catch up with even Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, where the young people are actually driving economic development. The third one is e-government, where if we digitize most of our activities, all of us can have easy access to government services online. For example, how many agencies you go to ask you the same question all over? If you went to for your passport, they'll tell you go bring birth certificate. You go there, then the birth certificate people tell you, okay, who your man, who your pa, date of birth. You finish capturing that. Normally it should be the end, right? But no, you go back to the same guy that told you at foreign affairs to bring that information. You go there and then they ask you, okay, who your man, who your pa, So e-government services will integrate most of those kind of things. So once you are recorded and captured in any of the primary databases of a Liberian institution, all the other institution has to do is to what? Request online using your national ID number, if I should say that. So if you went for your driver license, you don't have to give any of the details. You plug in they plug in your number, they fetch your data, everything is already there, and they give you the service. And sometimes you may even request that service online. You only need to pick up the physical document. Just imagine you are in where? Harbor or Bokai, and you have to fetch or get a government service, but then you have to come to Monrovia because almost everything is centralized. So these are some of the things with the digital transformation we are trying to achieve. The first step in that process that the president launched along with the digital migration is to train 10,000 youth. As I speak, since he launched on Wednesday, this is exactly 1 week ago, we have a little over 5,000 people that have registered. And this means there's progress being made and people are being following. And I want to make it clear that this project is way ahead of itself because they were supposed to be completed in 6 months as per the president's statement, but we're trying to make sure we are in compliance with some of the 100 days deliverables. So the website has been open. The technicians will discuss that in details later on with your questions and answers. And the purpose of the training, again, is to promote this digital economy, digital society, e-government, but to empower our young people also to be able to do some businesses. After the training, there's $250,000 seed funding available. For those that will participate, you will compete along with several others with innovative ideas in that same space, right? Digital society and so forth. You come with good ideas, and if it's a good one based on the assessment of the panel, you'll be giving seed funding ranging from $1,000 to $5,000 to help as seed money to start up your business. Let's remember that most of the digital businesses is not expensive to set up, but it has really fast and high returns online. There's something called drop shipping, where most of the people there are online are making millions of dollars, but they do not have a factory and they have no store. They're only very smart in finding suppliers, creating the avenue for their community to use their platform to have access to those products and services, and the product is delivered. The project also includes massive media activity. So some of your media institutions also will benefit. And I can tell you also, those people that get their smartphones, doing their journalism business, also part of the training that we offer is digital marketing, how to present and sell your products and services. We encourage some of you to take advantage. You know how to use your phone, but to use it as a business. That's very, very important. We'll have radio talk shows. I think Patrick will, from our end, will help us to coordinate and set up television shows, radio shows, to continue to educate people. Some of these things are not difficult. I always ask people, who trained you to use Facebook? Facebook is an elaborate tool, but if I ask you, nobody was taught or nobody went to a specific training course to use Facebook. Only the specific part of Facebook, if you want to learn, you probably have to ask about, well, how do you do this, how do you do that? That's also digital skills training. So we will be offering a number of courses in that direction. And once the registration date closes, we'll start the training, which will be an intensive 2-week training throughout the country. There are sites all over Liberia. So people in different counties are encouraged to register, but you have to register online. That's the whole idea. We're going digital, so you have to start even your registration process. Please don't come with a list. Yeah, and for the disabled community, Patrick has been pushing their line. We'll have a special process for that. We'll let the project, the technical team to know, and will communicate with the various groups in terms of how they can get involved in the process. We're getting private sectors involved, those training institutions that are offering training services, they'll be also involved. Those media platforms that have studios that are suitable to actually do this kind of presentation or lectures on the digital migration. Some skills training will encourage them to make themselves available or do a request to the team so we can include you on our program. For now, with respect to the training, we'll start with digital marketing, e-commerce. That's a very, very low-hanging fruit. I just gave an example. If the president said during the launch that by the end of this year, he wants significant number of payment financial transactions to be done digitally. It means for our young people, there is an opening, especially for those businesses that are not online yet. There is an opportunity to go and help them with that. e-marketing, but also to help them to put their products online, to help them to be able to complete transactions, deliver goods. So a whole dynamic will be developed or will emerge from these exercises. Then we've got digital surveys. Several times we have seen that around elections time or around some major events, surveys are done mainly by NGOs, Ghana, other places, bring people, whereby there are tools, free tools available that you can download and you can do these surveys. So we want to train our people instead of them going outside now, they can look right in Liberia and get people to be involved. But not only that, you can also, as a young team or a young person, actually conduct quality survey using some of these tools, and you present the finding to industries, sectors, different groupings that give an idea and help them in the decision making. That data, and in our sector we say data is king. If you have good sets of data that companies can buy from you, that's another market, that's another opportunity that you will be having. So we're encouraging young people to be in that space, so there will be training in that. And then there's something we call digital skills, that's a general thing with computer. Most of the training will be on your smartphone. There will be a few that will do for I was in the old system, the computer sets that you can use in various places. So some of the later on output will be a digital library. We'll be talking about recently, me and my colleagues, to bring digital library throughout the country. Most of you here, you have easy access to tell someone back in data. People outside don't have that luxury, and sometimes not all of them have the smartphones. So we want to be able to give access to the internet to those people outside of Monrovia, and this is why some of the digital library will be set up. But this is not a immediate short term, but it's medium term. We hopefully towards the end of the year we'll have a better picture of how we'll be implementing that. So technically by the middle of by July we'll be completed with the training component, and then by the end of July we'll do the competition where people will compete for the seed money, and then we'll close this year's project, and then next year we initiate a new one. But digital transformation is a continuing
So guys, that was a voice of Honorable Abdullah Kamara, acting Commissioner Chairperson for LTA. I'm Francis Kedeko, welcome to you live.
Very much.